Backwards, the plays of Anton Checkov. The Seagull. Hi there. Sorry it was backwards. I'll try to fix that. My name's Alan, and I'm here to talk about Anton Chekhov's The Seagull. This is part of Checkemember. How do you say that? Checkemember. And it's a group read, and I'm participating with this event with fellow booktubers. It was sparked by an idea that James at Quaint and Curious Volumes had, and then I jumped on board, and Greg at Another Bibliophile Reads, Debs at Rainer Reads Books, David Novak, Christopher Evanstar, and Pat at Book Chat with Pat. There's a few other commenter extraordinaires, but I'm not going to mention their names. They may not want to be mentioned. So, The Seagull. I saw this play, and I worked on the production. Briefly, let me explain. I was a theater major as an undergrad at Kent, but I worked on this production as part of a work study, and I'm remembering it. It was cool. It was really different. We could smoke. Now, we weren't smoking like while we were working on painting the scenery or building the sets, but there was a break room, smoking room, and this old guy, Walt Franz, was like the main carpenter or whatnot. So I had an opportunity to both work on the production and to see the play, but I vaguely remember it. I remember the opening where they're actually doing a play, and I was a writer and a playwright, so that caught my attention. And then the ending ends abruptly. But with Chekhov plays and stories, I'm finding you really don't know if it ended. Like, is that the end? And that holds true for the plays in general. There really a lot doesn't go on, seemingly, on stage. And I'm remembered of the adage by the French playwright and critic Jean Racine. He said, "You cannot put real life on the stage." I always found that curious. You cannot put real life on the stage. Do you know why? Because real life is too boring. It's too boring. Nothing happens. And seemingly so in a Chekhov play. Until you start paying attention and you realize that, well, for one thing, the characters are so polite to each other. They're just very polite, and, oh, let me get that for you, and, oh, yeah, please, and thank you, and all that. So real light on the surface. There's no ripplings or anything too much. The playwright, I forget the names, Constantine, yeah, the playwright, he's a moody fellow, and he has new ideas for the theater and what theater should be, and that's directly opposed to Boris Turgeon, who's a literary man and is rooted in tradition, and he's going out with Madame Treplev, who is Constantine's mother and who is a famous actress. And she gives him, and the other people in the audience, some snide comments about the play that he overhears, and he doesn't appreciate it, and he throws a fit and scraps the production then and there. He takes his football and goes home. Meanwhile, he's in love with the main actress in his play, who likes him, but also loves somebody else, and he loves her too, but is also in love still with his wife, and she just doesn't know that, and the wife knows about him, though, and the audience knows all of this. It seems like a lot of the characters are talking to the wrong people at the wrong time when they should be talking to him over here. And why are you talking to him? That kind of thing. And there's violence in it. There's drunkenness, some day drinking in it, which I appreciate. Uh, and I find it hard to talk about plays sometimes because there's so many spoilers, and rising and falling action, and I don't want to take anything away from that, from you. So, see the play. I like Chekhov. I didn't let my college interfere with my education, meaning I did a lot of partying. But I did a lot of studying, a lot of writing, a lot of reading as well. And I'm glad to have come back to Chekhov. Now we're reading The Cherry Orchard, which I don't even have a vague memory on. But after reading the Seagull, I have a flavor for Chekhov, and I'm looking very much forward to it. So, to all my fellow, I don't even know what the word is, Cheknovians, I want to wish you adieu, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks. Talk to you later.